Welcome to My Brother Spot. The future is here.
Hello, this is Jay Hadwin. We're here from My Brother Spot. This is Bo. And we have a guest here today named Percy. And he's with Hampton Life Insurance Group. Hi, Percy. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about you?
We're fine. We're here.
Good, man. Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for allowing me to get on the platform with My Brother Spot.
Sure.
Introduce yourself to the people.
All right, so my name is Percy Hampton. I'm born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm ex-Navy. I didn't retire from the Navy. I did 6 years in the Navy, got out, came to Georgia. I've been an electrician for most of my life. One of my businesses is Handy Electrician. I'm the top electrician in the city. Very dependable, trustworthy person. So, I always say I want to leave this world empty. So everything God puts in me, I want to give it back to the community. I'm selling life insurance. My new life insurance company is called Hampton Life Insurance Group. Thanks for having me, guys.
So how did you get to where you are?
Making a lot of mistakes, hard work, and just being around good people, man. I try to be around the best people possible that I can learn from, that I can grow from, just be inspired. And once I got to the top of the game in the electrical, I started figuring out what else I could do for the community. I'm a home builder. The name of my home building company is Hampton Legacy 3 because I want to leave a legacy for my children. But I realized that we were underserved in the life insurance area. So once I got my whole family covered with life insurance and got everybody set up with IULs, Index Universal Life Policies, I wanted to do it for the community. I wanted to teach the community about the benefits of IULs.
What is IUL?
IUL is an Index Universal Life Policy. It provides three functions. One function is it's a life insurance policy that if you die, your beneficiaries will get money. The second aspect of it, it has living benefits, meaning if you catch a chronic, critical, or any type of disease like cancer that's under that, you can cash out on your life insurance policy while you're living to help you with your treatments, to help you pay off your house, to help you send your kids to school. And then the third aspect of it is that it is traded with the stock market. So it has an investment aspect of it. So if you needed to borrow money to buy a house, flip a house, pay for college, you can borrow from yourself. You don't have to pay it back if you don't want to. That will affect the death benefit. But if you wanted to pay it back, you can get that death benefit back. But I like the aspect of it that you can borrow money from yourself, your policy. And also the policy grows at compounding interest every day. Another thing I want to tell people about the IULs, you'll never lose money. It'll never go below zero.
That's great.
That is great. We call it zero is your hero. Usually it goes up to 10%. You can make up to 10%, or you will never go below zero. So it's like 0 to 10%. So there's a lot of cool things about the IUL that our community needs, where we can be our own bank, because sometimes we can go to Chase, SunTrust, Truist, Bank of America, and they're not going to give us loans. But when you have invest in yourself, you can borrow from yourself and access that capital that we need to grow.
That's what's up. Now, why do you think our community needs life insurance? I know why. Bo knows why. But can you tell?
Yeah. So I've had a lot of people in my family pass, and there's been some difficulty burying people. Then I look online and I see people having GoFundMes and cookouts to bury their loved ones. So I'm trying to change that in our community. For the money we waste in a daily basis, you could put it in a policy, an IUL policy, and you could bury your loved ones and not have to suffer two deaths or two hardships. The first hardship is losing a loved one. The second hardship is not being able to pay to bury them properly. Like I've seen some of them, no disrespect to nobody, but I've been to some funerals where I seen my people in such bad condition, or they couldn't really put the money into the funeral, where I said, I'm never going to a funeral again. Wow. I don't want to see my people like that. So Gandhi got this thing where he said, be the change you want to see in the world. So I want to show my community how to get life insurance products so you can bury your people properly and you can have some money to pass on generational wealth. People don't know the Rockefellers had a policy on all their family members, and it went to a trust. So when they died, the trust got $100,000. So the trust never run out of money. And then if you have it gets deep with financial literacy, but it's a learning process. It's a rabbit hole. But the more you know, the more you grow.
Listen, it is time for us to take care of each other. There are so many ways that people that don't look like us set up, establish, and maintain fortunes for their people, their family, and their community. This is where we are trying to go. With the help of this man and businesses like him, My Brother Spot looks to become a community where when you go, you know there are people that have been vetted and ready to help you become better parts of yourself, better communities for you, your children, and everybody that you know. We, as a community, need to take time and look at each other as help, not enemies. Nobody can do it alone. We can only be stronger together. And this is what My Brother Spot and Percy are trying to do, and everybody that comes along.
Yep.
So, to add on what Bo said, as a matter of fact, yeah, we have to definitely get stronger at that. And I'm talking about group economics. As a people, our group economics is horrific. That's the only way we can protect ourselves. And by Percy with Hampton Life Insurance Group, he's basically bringing us protection.
And I love the fact that you're becoming a modern Renaissance man. You got your hands in so many things. You're like a walking Swiss Army knife. It's great because any conversation with you can lead to a beneficial aspect for someone else. And I love it. The more each individual can bring, the better off we're going to be. This is the start of an army that creates a universe where we excel without having to ask permission.
Exactly. And I want to do my best work. I don't need the money. I'm not selling life insurance for money. I'm just presenting the information to my community, showing them what I'm doing. I'm doing it on my own. I have my own IUL. All my kids got IUL. I just got a term policy for my dad. My dad is 72. A term policy. You got term policy, which represents temporary policy, and you got permanent policies, which represent permanent policies. My dad is 72. He didn't have a policy. I know I'm gonna have to bury my dad, so I got a term policy on him. The money you put in a term policy will never equal the amount that you get as a death benefit. My dad is older, he's in decent shape, so I pay a little bit, I pay a nice healthy ticket per month, but he has a $100,000 policy on him. I will never put $100,000 into that policy. And I'll be able to bury my dad properly. So to me, I'm betting on myself, I'm investing in my family. I want to make sure my family's taken care of. Now that my family's taken care of, I'm taking it to the community. I'm not selling nothing, but if you need the information, I'm here.
And also, Percy, you're not alone because you're our first lister for the realm that you're in.
That's good.
With life insurance and people, we're going to take care of Percy. Percy believed in us, and we really appreciate you, Percy. And where can people find you, Percy?
People can find me on all my socials under Hampton Life Insurance Group. We have a YouTube page under Hampton Life Insurance Group. Our Instagram page is Hampton_life_insurance_. My insurance phone line is 404-936-6880. Follow me on those. Give me a call or text. I'll sit down with anybody and give them a free consultation. Maybe we can have lunch. Percy Hampton, Hampton Life Insurance Group.
A man of many talents. You can find it.
Yeah, this is My Brother Spot. Me, Bo, and Percy. You saw us just soul clap, and this is the way we have to be. Go on My Brother Spot, www.mybrotherspot.com, and get your listing. See you later.
The future is here.